Welcome back, my father's business. This is a message for the Gentiles, all the Gentiles out there. You know, we just left off these videos talking about, are you a soldier was the question. And me personally, I'm a soldier. I'm in y'all's army. I'm recruited by Yashua, so I'm out here and I'm a good soldier because I follow orders and I'm obedient, right? I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna do what you tell me to do. Which one of them things you told me to do is to go get the Gentiles, go get my people. Period. So if you don't know, if you're a Gentile, let me explain. Gentiles. Okay, so y'all said his chosen people will be in captivity. First thing, they'll be in captivity. And they'll come on boats. They'll be slaves. You know what I mean? So if you got a family history pretty much of them owning slaves in any type of way, more likely you're a Gentile. Now, me personally, I'm Israel and I'm a Gentile. I'm mixed. So, in another example we got is who? My favorite, David. David was mixed as well. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into some scripture. And we're going to go to Matthew. See what Matthew got to say. We're in Matthew 10, and we'll start off at verse 5. Yahshua sent those 12 out. These 12 out, right? His soldiers, having commanded them, saying, do not go into the way of the Gentiles, and do not enter the city of the Shemironites, right? So a lot of people will say, well, it said don't go to the Gentiles. Okay. Let's keep going. But rather go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, right? So a lot of people will say, well, he said go to the lost sheep of Israel. Leave the Gentiles out, right? Okay. Well, let's go a little deeper into Matthew. Let's go to Matthew 25 and see what that says. Matthew 25, 19, verse 19, and see what that says. Here you go. Therefore, go and make taught ones of all the nations, immersing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and of the set apart Spirit. Right? So, it say all the nations. So that's including Gentiles. Okay? Now, at that time when he said that, it was probably a reason why he said that. But now he's saying, go make taught ones of all the nations. Right? Okay. Now that we got that understood, let's go to Mark. See what Mark got to say about this. Mark 16, verse 15. Mark 16, verse 15. And it says, and he said to them, go into all the world and proclaim the Besorah to every creature. Every creature. They don't say except for Gentiles. Correct? Every creature. Okay? Besorah. What's Besorah? The good news in Hebrew. That's what that means. Besorah means the good news in Hebrew. Now, where we left off in my last videos, right? We was talking about are you a soldier? Now, I'm a soldier, you know what I'm saying? David was a soldier. Yahshua was a soldier. Yahshua recruited me just like he recruited his disciples, right? And they became his, right? So I'm in y'all's army, and I keep telling y'all that I'm coming back with Yahshua when he come back. I'm coming back. I'm gonna be in his army, right? Coming back with an army, the saints. Coming back with the saints, right? To get y'all's revenge, right? Yeah. But also, we got who? We got Paul, right? Now, Paul, the apostle, right? He was called the basically he was going to teach the Gentiles. He was like the apostle of the Gentiles. You know what I mean? So I thought that was like, when I learned that, I thought it was amazing. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So he might have been, I don't know for sure, but he might have been a Gentile. I'm not sure. But I am sure that, to my knowledge, David was part Gentile as well. You know what I'm saying? Because Ruth was a Gentile, right? And she clung, though. She went with Naomi and to her people. She wanted to be with her people. But that's how David came about. David came through the line of Boaz, right? Boaz married Ruth. And Ruth gave birth to, she was the great grandmother of David. But, that's why, you know what I'm saying? When I say, are you a soldier? You know what I'm saying? Well, Paul was a soldier too, right? And he was just following his commands, his lead, what they told him to do. He was following. So he was killing off us, the true Jews and people of belief that was doing the will of the Father, doing what he asked us to do, right? But Paul was basically the apostle of the Gentiles. So we're going to let's go jump into Acts 18, and we're going to go see Acts 18 and 5 through 6. Acts 18, we'll read 5 and 6. Here we go. And when Sila and Timothy came down from Macedonia, Saul was pressed by the Spirit and earnestly witnessed to Yehudim that Yahshua is the Messiah, right? Who is that? 12 tribes of Israel. However, when they resisted and blasphemed, he shook his garments and said to them, your blood is upon your head. I am clean. From now on, I shall go to the Gentiles. Okay? And he went to the Gentiles because they ain't want to listen. They won't go change. They don't need to waste some time. It's time to go to the Gentiles now. So, as we can see, a soldier for Yah, he going to his people. Now let's go to Hosea. Let's go to Hosea 2, verse 23. Hosea 2, verse 23. Because I don't want the Gentiles, because I know I'll be preaching and teaching or whatever about gathering up my father's people. And we know that our father's people is the 12 tribes of Israel, right? Okay. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like that aspect of the word, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He chose the 12 tribes of Israel to be his people. Point blank, period. So the Gentiles is not the chosen people, right? They not. Period. The chosen people is the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? But let's go see what this scripture got to say. Hosea 2, verse 23. And I shall sow her for myself in the earth, and I shall have compassion on her who had not obtained compassion. And I shall say to those who were not my people, you are my people, while they say, my Elohim. Right? Who is this talking? Yahuwah. And I shall sow, and I shall have compassion. And I shall say to those who were not my people, you are my people. While they say, my Elohim, my Yahuwah. You know what I mean? So to all y'all Gentiles and the people that's want to be all racist and stuff, you know, and say that you are not the chosen, okay. But Yahuwah said he gonna say to those who were not his people, you are. So basically, you know what I mean? My message, short and sweet to the Gentiles, is be strong. Don't let nobody discourage you in no type of way. And me, I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier for Yah. I'm in the trenches. I'm called to come gather his people. And that's everybody. Come out now. It's time to go. It's time to go. Where are we going? It's the gathering. And I come to gather my father's people. All his people. Including Gentiles. Like I said, you don't know if you're a Gentile. Well, it ain't really hard to figure it out. You know? So-called African Americans, you know, the blacks that were enslaved in the United States and all over the world. You can tell really who they are. And like I said, me personally, I am mixed, so I still got Gentile in me. David was mixed. He got Gentile in him. But I come to gather my people, all my father's people. And I'm a soldier. You know, I'm a soldier. I'm coming back. Coming back with Yahshua in due time. If y'all Gentiles don't want to change our ways, because see, y'all really wasn't given the commandments and the laws. That's what's given to us as Israel. But it's our duty to, and there's more scriptures that can explain certain things like the unclean and clean and uncircumcised and circumcised, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, anything that Yah has made clean is clean. And what's the difference between uncircumcised and circumcised? You know what I'm saying? In the heart. Basically, it's your heart. Do you love Yahuwah, your Elohim? Do you love his people? You know what I mean? Are you oppressing them? Gentile? Are you oppressing his people? You know? Are you uh hating on them because their reward and y'all might like put them, esteem them, above Gentiles, you know what I mean? That's really what it's all about. You know what I mean? It's about your heart. It's about your love for the Father, first and foremost, all of that, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I gotta say to y'all Gentiles. You know what I mean? Big thing I want to say is I love y'all. I love everybody, but my Father's people have been oppressed, you know what I'm saying, and done wrong. And we all know that. And so, as far as Gentiles, just show us some love, you know what I mean? Show us some love and come with us. You know what I mean? Come with us because it's about to be a second Exodus. I'm coming to gather everybody up. This is the way to the truth, to life. But with that said, it's short and sweet. Short and sweet. We got right to it. Straight to the point. The point that I was trying to prove, you know what I mean? Nobody gonna say that we just supposed to be as Israel, just praying for the Gentile or praying for Israel, just leaving the Gentiles out. The Gentiles ain't nothing racist. No, we're not gonna play them games. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all chose me. You know what I'm saying? They come to recruit me because they know that I can go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And some people just can't go just anywhere. But I'm a soldier for y'all. I'm a real good soldier because he can use me everywhere, right? Anyway, I love y'all. I'll be praying for y'all. Until next time, peace.
This is my walk with God. I walk with God, one foot in front of the other, following Jesus' footprints. I walk with God. This is my walk with God. Died, but I still live. I'm a witness. This is my walk with God. I walk with God, our Father's business. Welcome to the ministry. This is my walk with God. I walk with God, one foot in front of the other, following Jesus' footprints. I walk with God. This is my walk with God. Died, but I still live. I'm a witness. This is my walk with God. I walk with God, our Father's business. Welcome to the ministry.
I have no words on my spiritual journey, asking God to transform me. Metamorphosis. Now I'm recording all of my stories, making my testimony all better. I'll wait for you to get to know me. If I said it, I meant that. Manifestation, all odds against it. Finally got on probation, went on vacation, came back taken. I was just playing while you hating. That's motivation. I'm just saying.
This is my walk with God. I walk with God, one foot in front of the other, following Jesus' footprints. I walk with God. This is my walk with God. Died, but I still live. I'm a witness. This is my walk with God. I walk with God, our Father's business. Welcome to the ministry.
I'm just trying to live. They waiting on me to fail. Say they care, but I can't tell. Stuck in hell. I'm doing what I gotta do. I'm well. Lost 100 pounds before I came out that cell. I bounced right back. It won't no chill. I keep it moving. Can't stay still. ADHD for real. Since I was little. Pop a pill. I'm sick. I'm ill. Can't calm down. Whole life turn upside down. What's God's plan? Can't understand, but can't complain.
This is my walk with God. I walk with God, one foot in front of the other, following Jesus' footprints. I walk with God, this is my walk with God. Died, but I still live. I'm a witness, this is my walk with God. I walk with God, our Father's business. Welcome to the ministry.